day two out of 276 days or something like that, when I plan on quitting my job as a inspiring entrepreneur. Right now, I'm just doing online nutrition and fitness coaching. I'm hoping that I can get out of this, corporate America. I work in the oil field. It's not really corporate America, but just referencing, 95s or whatever you want to call it. Just working for somebody else. I would like to have an online business, so that way I can, work from home and hang out with my kids. The kids I plan on having next year when I quit my job, which is kind of like, scary. Like, oh man, kids are expensive, freaking, you never know what's gonna happen. You gotta worry about, all these crazy stuff that's happening. And, that's why I've been working, 80 plus hours a week, saving up every dollar. Not really saving up, a lot of it is just, saving up, yeah. But I do spend money on advertisement, not a lot, 30 to 40, 50 bucks a day, potentially. And I am not doing great on my advertisements. It's really hard for me to find clients. As you don't know me, I mention this probably a little bit every day. These videos are kind of just me documenting the process and kind of just going through it. You know what I mean? Today, yesterday or about a week ago, I published a cookbook, and in the cookbook, it has my offer. An offer is like, you buy the cookbook. It doesn't say that, but in the cookbook, you can buy it off of Amazon. And on the last page, it has an offer, a special offer, which is get like 4 weeks or 6 weeks. I don't remember what it was. 4 weeks, 6 weeks of online nutrition coaching. All you got to do is text cookbook to my number. And it has my number in there, and it's on the table of contents, big bold letters, standing out compared to all the other recipes. They're looking, they look through like, oh, let's see what I want today. Have breakfast, lunch, dinner, 31 breakfasts, 31 lunches, 31 dinners, 10 protein smoothies, high protein cookbook. And on the last, page, table of contents or whatever, it says special offer on online nutrition and fitness. Going to the last page. Anyways, that's fine. So today, I want to talk about leverage. So, I'm on Amazon, right? I'm looking at the rankings of my book. I just published it a week ago, and it's really hard to tell what the orders are, because it takes, it's like once the payment is processed, that's when the order is placed. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, for the payment to be processed. So I don't know whether I'm getting sales or not. I'm assuming so, only for the simple fact. So I got 2 orders. Well, I don't know, if maybe 2, maybe 1. So it could be 1, it could be 2, I don't know. I know officially I got 1 order, but my coworker, he bought 1, so I know there's 2 orders. I know it, but it's only showing 1, and I don't know where that's come from. I don't know if it came from my Amazon ad that I just learned how to do yesterday, or my Facebook ad, or my email list. So I had a free ebook. They sign up for an email, I send them my cookbook, and then the digital file via chat messenger, Facebook Messenger, and then I send them the link to the hardcover. So I don't know where it's coming from yet, but I do know there's two, which is cool. I got my first dollar. But I want to talk about leverage. So I'm going through Amazon and I'm looking, and I see these bestsellers, and the bestsellers obviously have a shoot ton of reviews, and I'm like, that would be pretty cool. And then I thought to myself, well, what if I spend like 50 bucks, 60 bucks, 70 bucks a day to get to that number 1 spot? Right now, my cookbook, the paper copy or paper cover, so there's hardcover, paper cover, honestly, I get a substantial more of profit, royalties. I make like $4 and something cents royalty for my soft cover, and I only make like 60 something cents for my hardcover. So in all reality, I should probably try to sell more soft cover, and it is higher price. You know what I mean? I add like $10 to it. My cookbook right now is $17.77. No reason in particular other than 777. I wanted to have a 777 in there. Lucky, God's number, pretty awesome. So that's the reason I behind the 1777, or just specifically the 777. My hardcover is 2777. So yeah. Anyways, so I figured if I spend $40 to $60 a day getting that book to the top number 1, right now it's 128 in healthy diets, 129 in something like that, in high protein or healthy diets, and there's another one in cookbooks in general. So that is pretty exciting. It's 128. My hardcover copy is like 399, and then in high protein, and then or protein meals, and then it's like 470 meals. Yeah, so there's a little bit difference, but I don't care about the hardcover. I want people to buy the softcover because there's more profit margin. You know, that's what it's all about. Ad spend. You know, if I can get $1, or if I can get $3 for every dollar I spend, come on, think about it. You put 100 in, get 300 out. You put 1,000 in, get 3,000 out. Why wouldn't you want to do that on magnitude, with magnitude? You know, like if I know for a fact I can get, you know, triple my amount of money, or $1 or $3 for every dollar, you know, I'm gonna go boom. But with a hardcover, I'd have to sell a lot more, you know, or have like quarter per sale, you know, whatever. That's the point. So leverage. So this is what I'm thinking. If I get to number 1, it's gonna be hard. I don't know what it is gonna be the number 1 bestseller. You know, I seen 2 books that were number 1 bestsellers. So I don't know how they're both bestsellers. I don't know if you get the rank, you know, top 10 or something. I don't know. That I'm still learning. I just published this, my first book ever. Heck, I never even thought of being an author, and I'm like, you know what, I could be a cookbook author. You know, I am a nutrition coach, so I might as well put those offers in there and see what's up. Anyways, so I'm thinking that I can use that as leverage. So if I do get number 1, if I spend, let's just say $100 tops, or $100 max to get to the number 1 bestseller list, I can definitely use that, I feel, as leverage. I've heard this story where it's like, many stories where, you know, people starting off, they don't have the clientele, they don't have the, you know, the people to back, you know, or the social proof to back it up. You know, they can, you know, give you the money back guarantees, they can give you, you know, like, basically just work for free, until you get those testimonials. But I've heard many instances where one person, you know, cold DMing some people, cold DMing some emails, you know, and then they find that one person that actually could make a difference. They say yes. Out of the 63 people, 1 said yes, and that one person was a key person of influence, a KPI, a key person of influence. Therefore, using that one person's name, like, yeah, so I've actually worked with, let's just say, Tom Hanks. I worked with Tom Hanks before, and this is the results he got. They're gonna be like, oh damn, you worked with Tom Hanks? Oh shoot, I love Tom Hanks. I know Tom Hanks. Dude, if that worked for Tom Hanks, that could probably work for me. Let me hit up this guy and see what he has to offer. That's how easy leverage works. You know what I mean? Leverage is nice. It's like, you know, you have you're trying to pull something, so it's like a teeter-totter. If the bar is only this high or this tall, then it's gonna be a little harder. But if you have a bar that, you know, withstands like a lot more, you're able to crank on that a lot harder, and it could, you know, the velocity to which it goes up is gonna be a lot faster too. So I feel as if I have the number 1 bestseller, I might have to spend $100 a day. I don't know. I have no idea. Right now, I've only spent like bare minimum. Like on Amazon ads, I've spent $2.30. I got 1 sale. That's pretty cool. Now it's very slow. I set a $25 daily budget for my Amazon, and it only spent $2. So I'm trying to figure out what the heck's up with that. You know what I mean? I wanted to spend $25 and just let people see that so they can buy it. But I'm hoping that I can use that number 1 bestseller as a leverage. So then, you know, when I do my ads, you know, I have no video sales letters at all. People click on an ad, it's a creative such as food. That's it. I did have creatives that like, get 4 weeks free, or get first month $40, you know, lose weight, blah, like, you know, a little creative with someone like working out or whatever. So I am thinking that if I can get to number 1 bestseller and I can prove it, you know, and I'm not very video technological or video editing savvy. I don't know how to do any of that. I don't even have a social media. I don't know how to do video editing. I don't do that. I'm gonna try to do it, and so that way I can have the leverage from the Amazon bestseller, and then say, hey, I'm a coach, online nutrition and fitness coaching. I'm a number 1 bestseller on Amazon. You know, show the proof and be like, yo, I got, you know, freaking get this right now. You know, come to me, basically work with me, because I'm the #1 bestseller, I know what I'm doing, you know, something like that. Obviously, it's gonna be way refined, better than that, you know. But yeah, so I just want to talk about leverage and how you know, sometimes it takes 62 no's to get that one yes, but that one yes could ultimately change your life. Like, there's this guy, I don't know what his name was. He was a blackjack guy. He loved blackjack, and one of his friends, or a good friend's wife, I don't know who it was, basically said, hey, we should make a book. And the guy was like, yeah, I think I can do something like that, you know. And she joked around like, you haven't written a book in, you know, since high school, you know, whatever. And he's like, yeah, we just gotta write about something we know. He's like, I'm pretty good at blackjack. I can, you know, I win 78% of the time. And he wrote this book, you know. And he wrote this book about, you know, there's like 5 golden nuggets about blackjack, you know. There's the 5 rules of blackjack, and that's exactly what he did. Oh man, I forgot to clock in. But I'm not at work and I don't want to delete the video. Shoot. I guess I'll have to forget to clock in, miss punch, and then I'll just whatever. Okay, we'll do that. So anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh, blackjack, 5 golden nuggets. So this guy, right? He asked this one guy, he's a Dan Kennedy, you know, friend of Dan Kennedy's, and they're like in a marketing class together. And he asked him, hey, what can I do to get this book? It was a booklet. It was pages stapled together. And he's like, what can I do to get this out? And he basically told him to do radio interviews. And that's exactly what he did. You know, he got, you know, free time on air publicity. And so he did that, you know, and sure enough, eventually the Howard Stern hit him up, because this guy's, you know, 78% chances of winning in blackjack, just follow these 5 rules. And so he's getting these publicity and he's going up the ladder. Started off with radio shows, and then he went to Howard Stern, which is, I think, a radio show, but it's a talk show. It's something. But then after that, he used that leverage, and then he went on Fox News. So, you know what I mean? This guy, not an author, selling millions worth of this little pamphlet, you know, getting free publicity because he's using leverage. You know, radio shows, then he went to Howard Stern, then he went to Fox News. It only takes that one person who knows networking or has a network, and they could just be like, this helped me, this could help you, check this out. So yeah, that's what happened to me. I'm at 128, 131. I am going to, even though it's not my primary, you know, reasoning, hey, if it can bring in clients, if it can bring that leverage, you know, that trustability, you know, #1 bestseller, I think I can use that to my advantage, and I think you can too. If you are in if you are online nutrition and fitness coaching, you can use an ebook. Use an ebook for leads, and then you can convert that ebook into a real book, you know, hardcover, softcover book, and go through Amazon Publishing. It's free, and they print it out for you, then they distribute it. And with the paperback, you can actually go to it's beyond Amazon. So like big people, if big people want to buy your book in boatloads, you can do that. You can set that up. It's 40%, 20% less royalty, but hey, if you make, you know, 250,000 sales off of that, I mean, you know what I mean, you're gonna get some money. And if it's free, basically someone was like, yeah, this is doing good, I want it, you know, and then you're just like, sure, I'll take 20,000 orders, sure, you know, even if it's $1 or 50 cents, 20,000, you know what I mean, you can 10,000, whatever, it's good. It's good. So yeah, that's what I would do. I would simply just yeah. And if you're in any other business, you know, as far as service business goes, yeah, you can definitely use an ebook to collect leads. So I got like 250 leads within, you know, maybe 4 days, and I was only spending $30 ad spend. How many of those leads converted? Not a lot. However, they're forever in my email system, and it's not even that I know I'm going to be like that spam guy selling the list or anything, but you just got to be at that right time, at that right place. There was this guy that I heard about. He basically was a relationship guy, and he would send 9 emails a day. And, you know, Russell Brunson was the guy who was talking about it, and he's like, dude, that's crazy. And he's like, well, you know, things happen. So a lot of my email list are people who are in a relationship, but stuff happens. So I'm going to end up, you know, if their girl splits with them for any reason, I'd be the first on their email list, and then they buy. So it's basically about opportunity, being somewhere or being right there when you need to be right there. So just having that email list and just having continuous follow-ups, if you will. I don't like that word, follow-ups. Jeremy Miner always says don't use that word follow-up, but you know, I'm not selling right now. So do your follow-ups, and yeah, you just be in the right place at the right time, you know what I mean? Even if you have like 10,000 emails, if you could just get in 1% of your things, you're gonna be good. You're gonna, you know, get your clients. Just 1% is, you know, even 1% out of 100. If it's in your list and it costs you no money to produce this email, and it takes you no time because you send a mass mail email merge, which is basically every recipient receives their own copy and you can't see it. I know Apple used to have SMS where you can send a mass text shortcut. But yeah, today, super exciting. I got a definite goal, which you definitely need a definite goal in order to succeed in life. You know, losing weight is not a goal. It's a goal, but it's not a definite goal. I want to lose 25 pounds by next year. That's a definite goal. It gives you something to look forward to. So yeah, I'm going to try to become #1 bestseller just so I can use that for leverage. It's not what I wanted to do, you know what I mean? But if I can use it for leverage, yes, I'm going to invest my time and my income in it. It's mostly my income, ad spend. So if I can get it, I can get it. All right, later.